This set of terrain has been constructed for my own personal use, actually, for playing out one of the Warhammer skirmish scenarios for Warhammer Fantasy. The scenario involves an assassin trying to sneak into a camp, and the scenario requires or is best played with a set of pup tents to signify a camp. So what I did is constructed a variety of pitched tents utilizing cardstock material for the tent itself, and just followed the basic guidelines that the terrain recommendations that they provided online at the GW site. And basically the cardstock tent's been painted. Might be a little hard to determine some of the colors because of the compression. A little bit of shading. It has a drawn-in slit and highlighted corners. I based it on hardboard with tent pegs and added a little bit of foliage around each one to dress it up a bit. And the general's tent I made slightly larger with poles to hold the tent top, so to speak. That way it's easier to distinguish for the scenario where the general's tent is. And so the assassin would try to sneak in. Give it a comparison for scale. This is a Warhammer Dark Elf Sorceress, and she stands quite tall, so you can see that the general's tent is large enough to be realistic for a large model, and of course just barely large enough tents for a soldier to sleep in, as befitting the peon soldier that would be accompanying the general. So the scenario asks for about 9 or 10 to 12 tents, and so I did up 8 and then 1 for the general. And I overall played very well for the scenario, and I thought people might like to see some variety of work that could be done through TerranScapes using simple cardstock terrain.